Currently, I'm in Abu Dhabi, and then in India it is 7:40 p.m. Today is 22nd of July, 2023, and
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Shonali. And today's session is 164, and topic of discussion is overcoming the fear of unknown, and in life, of course. In this topic, we'll go into stage by stage, but first, so we'll understand the background and understand the nature of life. What is our current reality, day-to-day reality, or practical reality of our lives? Our life is our life is it is uncertain, and we don't know what will happen in future. The truth is that forget about far in the future. We even don't know what will happen in the next moment. So there is no guarantee. We can only guess that hope nothing else happened. Will continue same as it is, but you never know. So this is called uncertainty. That we are uncertain. We are not sure that what the future brings. And as I said, even the next moment or next minute is unknown. So definitely that further down the line, what will happen, we don't know. And sometimes we receive some information, some news, or we face something from the external world that we get surprised, and then we have no other option than to accept it and move ahead, forward, or we can get emotionally affected, mentally affected, and sometimes physically also. There can be multiple layers of effects can happen because of this. When suddenly something happens and it appears in front of us, when we face it, then we realize this, these uncertain areas. This uncertain areas has. So this is I need not to explain too much about it. All of us, we know that the truth is that future is completely unknown. Even the next minute or next moment is unknown to us. What will going to happen? See this, but so now it is not that what is going to happen. What is how we respond to it, that makes our life. Earlier also we explained our life is not out there. It is in here. It is not without. It is within. Our life is what we experience. That becomes our life. Same thing. One can experience it's fine, it's okay, and some feel same event. Some feel it is terrible. So their life is different. So somebody's life is okay, and somebody it is terrible. So in fact, that's why life is different from different each one of us. From the same event, I'm saying. Of course, it is a different event, the experience will be different for sure. But for the same kind of thing, it is different. So all our life depends on our internal characteristics, not the external factors. External factor only bring it forward to us. That's all. But it does not change our life unless until we allow them to. Okay. So this is I'm just clearing the understanding of this kind of thing, unknown. And most of the things why we fear the unknown. Let us find out that why we fear that unknown. We fear the unknown because we cannot accept change. Yeah, we don't like changes, and more so sudden changes like surprises and all. We don't like at all. So what we try to do here is we don't want to go out of our comfort zone. Just we like to stay where we are. And there were many kind of sayings, and they say that known devil is better than unknown friend. And to some extent, this philosophy is okay. If something you are known, fully aware of, you know how to deal with it. But if something comes suddenly, you don't know how to deal with it, it becomes a problem. And more the factors you have in your life which are unknown, you don't know how to deal with them, that becomes a problem. And that becomes, if the problem continues, that becomes a chronic, and that affects your life. Particularly the quality of life is affected. It is also, if you notice, that all these unknown factors comes from three areas of our life. These are the same three areas where the karmic things are happening. What are the three areas? Those are your either this kind of unknown, what we fear, the unknown factor. It should be either your health related, your if something you fear about what will happen to my health if I pick up this, if I have some disease, if I have a COVID, if I have a heart attack or whatever it is. Health oriented, or it can be relationship oriented. Yeah, you don't know what happened to that particular relationship, or it is the way it is degrading, or like something you cannot accept that this kind of relationships. So those are unknown, you don't know where it will lead to in your life. So the relationship related. And third is monetary related. It can be money matters of any kind, of your fear, the unknown. You fear what will happen financially, where I will be. Is there anything that cause me huge amount of my savings will go, or my earning will stop, or I can become bankrupt? What will happen? And this kind of thing. So those are the fear of unknowns, and normally it plays into in these three areas of our life. So and this, as a result of that, what happened? It is the typical when the fear takes over us, like it overpowers us. The fear, we feel two major things happening within us, that we feel completely paralyzing. It is that we don't know what to do, and there nothing comes, brain doesn't work, and think our what next course step we're going to do, we're not confident in doing that. Paralyzing and resisting any kind of thing which is we try to stick to wherever we are. We don't want to explore anything and back to anything. And as for example, what I'm saying, the fear of unknown, it is a resisting factor. When it overpowers us, we may even accept to stick to completely uncomfortable and unacceptable situations in our life. Suppose because of fear of unknown, we may stick to some kind of abusing relationships, for without no reason, that we just stick to it because of the fear of unknown. Suppose we are not satisfied with any job, we're not going to, change that, to try to even think of changing job because of the fear of unknown. We don't know what will happen. And same as the health, I'm just giving three examples from the three categories what I just explained. And in fact, the health-wise, that maybe we need to suppose change that like food habit or some kind of health-related issues. We are not going to take it because we are unknown. Factors are there that if I change that food habit to something else, then maybe it will have some kind of detrimental effect which is unknown to me, and that's why I am not going to choose that. Even if theoretically we know that is better and it will be good for me, but we are not going to do that. Yeah. And same is with like different types of addiction and all those things. We don't want to change it because of the unknown. We think that what will happen if it goes away, or try to stop something. How I will react. Maybe it will be like my health will be affected, and all those kind of things will continue. All these negative habits or abusive relationships, or that. Or something which is some source of income, but we are not happy, but we are not going to change, and things like that. Yeah. So I hope now it is clear that what are the characteristics of this, of the fear of change, what fear of unknown, what it can brought into. And we are completely fearful that so that we don't take things, and that's why we fear unknown so much. Yeah. Now, question is that the why we are fearful. We are fearful mainly because of our own ego. Our ego is the instrument we have, the mind, body, intellect package, what we need as an operating instrument to operate in the external world. Ego is the main factor which which is which which is the pushing us not to take any action, or it's a fear of unknown, because ego doesn't have any clue how to deal with the unknown. Ego is comfortable in repeating whatever it is available to us, whatever is known, but in unknown territory it does not want to venture. So what ego does, it injects different kind of logic. Ego controls us in three ways. Ego inject the fear. The fear itself is injected by the ego, that don't do this, don't do that. You don't know what will happen, or terrible things may happen, and you fool. You don't want to. You should not venture it. So either it injects fear or doubt. So it injects the doubt that something bad may happen if we go to this unknown thing. As for example, I was telling that the changing food habit, etc. It injects no, it is not a good idea. Something bad may happen, and worse may happen, and you don't like to explore that. And third is, which is mostly happens, that it convinces us. It puts some kind of logic, then the logic played, and we logically convince us that this is whatever currently we are doing, and currently state we are in, that is good, and no need to change anything, or no need to venture into unknown territory, because this is risky, and something very bad may happen. So by all this analyzing all these things, so we stick to wherever we are. So this fear of unknown is now, because mainly they convince us regarding the safety. It says it is unknown. Unknown is very unsafe. So that's how that the unknown is our ego equated with the danger. Means it is unknown, means it is danger. So, like, don't walk in the dark path. It is unknown. You may hit somewhere and fall, stumble upon and fall, and you get hurt. And this way it convinces us. So that ego convinces us, and then we stick to wherever we are. We become fearful of this unknown, but we continue our life. So it is basically the ego treat anything unknown as a threat, and that it convinces us that these are the threats, so you should not go into that, and there is a lot of risk, and the risks are most of the time beyond control, and you don't know, so better don't try. So that's how it controls. And this is the main factor, that ego is the main player here who controls all those things. Yeah. Now let us go into something that we need to find the way out. The why we need to find the way out, that is uh, the main reason that why we need to find a way out of this fear of unknown. The main reason is that if you don't venture into any territories which are unknown to you, you will be stuck wherever you are. And this is the will be the major obstacle block for your own growth, your further experiences. You cannot have the experience unless until you venture into it. And to venture into it, it has to be new so that you can learn new things, you can grow in a better way. But of course, to venture into new, there will be something unknown will come, and you have to address it, face it, and then realize it, take appropriate action, and move forward. Yeah, it is like suppose we are climbing in the staircase. Yeah? So staircase, say building staircase, like in half of the floor there is a turn, and then go opposite side up, then again turn, and all those things. Unless until you climb up to that staircase, the last step, the other side is not revealed, because it is go up down zigzag way. So when you are climbing up the stairs, so if you don't want to venture into unknown thing, you will never even to climb up. You will be stuck. After end of this first slope, you will get stuck. You will not know what the other side is. Whether it is a last floor, whether opening to the terrace, whether you don't know, but you need to walk and explore. So this is the risk that most of us, we are stuck in our life. I'm just giving all those analogies and the practical things for you to understand. Most of us, we are stuck in our life because we have a fear of unknown. We don't want to try. We don't want to venture out. We don't want to move out from our comfort zone. We don't want to take that turn which takes us the next step up forward. We don't want to do that. We're stuck. So many of us, we feel stuck in our life, not because of the external factors and too many challenges, too many problems have to solve. Yes, they are there, but the problems are there to solve. Problems are not there to keep you there. And even the truth is, it is not possible for you to stay there. It is our purpose of life is to explore and experience. So exploration, if you are fearful to explore, then that experience will never happen. So in this way, it is become the fear of unknown become the major obstacle for our own growth. And that's why we got stuck. We don't grow. And whereas our purpose, the soul's purpose, where we take birth to experience different things, to grow, to move around different places, go to different areas, we live in different areas, we have many relationships we have, and we need to nurture those relationships and grow the relationships, not stuck, not fear of unknown, and we are rejecting things, and we got stuck, and we don't have any kind of experiences. Yeah. So even though say financially we wanted to grow, so we need to try out different things and venture things, and maybe it is a better job. We have to find out some parallel income. We have to look for investments and the businesses and all the different more way you try, more the chances that those things will open up, and then again each of them have their own set of unknowns that you have to go and finally take necessary action to get them, to convert them into the profitable ventures or profitable ways of or your source of incomes, so that your income will go, you earn better and move forward. Okay. So that if you have the fear of unknown, that becomes a major obstacle for your own growth. And so it is all areas of your life. This is true. And as I said, the fear of unknown or mainly the fear of change is major obstacle for our this. We need to change, we need to adopt, we need to grow, we need to move forward. So that the growth happens everywhere and it brings changes, and we have to feel the fear of unknown of those changes those brings, then we got stuck. Okay. So next point is the role of our ego, understanding the quality of fear. Okay, the quality of fear and the transforming fear from danger to adventure. Okay, let us now go into that. So now we understood we need to change. Yeah. And the change will bring unknown in our life, and that is how the life is designed for us. This is the first point, but now I am explaining it here. By design, the life is like that. Life is there's a lot of unknown things will come in front of us. We have to face it. We have to take the challenge, and then you have to know it better, analyze it, then find the way out and move forward. This is the part of our life's plan. This is life is designed that way, because if we don't bring all those things, then we'll not grow. Suppose you are climbing a mountain, so a lot of challenges will come. You have to some river flowing and very high speed or cold water, you have to overcome that. There is stiff some rock wall come, you have to climb up, and maybe the forest comes, you have to be careful, find the way out and all those things. So that the deep forest or whatever, maybe there are some wild animals are there, you have to know, be careful and pass through that jungle. And then maybe some snow or ice areas will come, you know how to walk over that, and by using different types of instruments to climb those snow or permanent ice or whatever it is, that low temperature and smooth surface, slippery surface and all this kind of things. And then ultimately we'll be able to climb up to the top. And you can that finally we get to the top of the mountain. And same is everywhere. Those challenges are there, like your life path. It comes in front of you to overcome them and to reach to that ultimate destination of whatever is there is a plan of your life, what you come here to experience it. So these are unknown because of we have to experience them. If it is known from the beginning, that experience will not happen. So that's why by design we have been not given that what is going to happen in future. So those future is unknown, and so that we can explore and find it out. Sometimes we are going into the direction which is not in our soul's plan. So then we venture out and hit with major obstacles, and we correct ourselves. That is, if something we go out and it does not happen, then it is a signal that we are not going to the direction where our life plan, our soul's plan wants us to experience. So then we have to course correction, we have to come back. So these are called detours. So sometimes we do because of the two factors, as that not everything is known from the beginning. And second factor is our ego propels us that way. Ego thinks that is guides us, that is a better way, and whatever, better we should do it, and then and face with a lot of obstacles. So majority of this coming from this unknown, but this unknown thing is by design. By design of our life is so that we don't come everything in advance, then we'll not have the experience and we'll not develop our skills, our skill sets. So, and all that our power, that whatever we have the power inside, we have to bring it out and face those challenges to overcome them. Often I give the example of life with the game of cricket. So what we do, we fear of unknown and start complaining. So like and that is the worst way to deal about our life. So we have to take as a challenge and then meet it. Like a game of cricket, you don't know, as long as you are in the cricket, you are the batsman, you are the cricket field. In the cricket field, the bowler will come and bowler will use the ball through at you only, directly at you, and try to make you out as well, maybe by catch or the run out or whatever it is. So everything, the world is like that. Everything is designed that they will make you out or cut your run, right? And so if you are fearful, you don't know what the next ball is coming and all those, then what will happen is you become so fearful, you get easily out. Once you're out, no ball will come to you. So if the challenges of life is coming to you, that means you are alive. You are in the game. So accept the challenge and be in the field, be in the crease. And how then? So how you can avoid that getting out? Then you need to develop your skill. And the skill first comes with a pure observation. You observe, your full attention, observe how bowler is, how much is running, how hands ball is holding and where it can come. Then you develop the mastery. Then if this ball will come in this direction, or if it is too fast, then you have to play defensive. If it's a loose ball, you may have to try to score. Yes, there are 10 other fielders in the game of cricket. Their job is to make you out, reduce your run. But these 10 fielders in the field also means there are minimum 10 gaps between them. So find the gap and place your ball, and then you'll make the score. So maybe between two fielders, you push the ball into the boundary, you will make a score. Yeah. So same is the life. So you have to take the challenge of that unknown. No matter what the ball comes, if you stay there and watch, observe, and take it as a challenge, then slowly you develop a skill, and then you will be able to score. Even though they are there, even though no matter what type of ball comes, the bowler changes every over. So no new bowler comes, no matter how many bowler comes, how many fielders try to make you out, but you still score with your skill and confidence. Okay? You learn that skill, and like you may be having so skillful, then nobody can actually make you out. You decide when to go out of the field. Make 200 runs and you declare. So that's how the life is. Come to that level of mastery. Then running away and complaining about why they're throwing so fast balls and why there are so many, I'm alone and so 10 fielders are there to stop my run and reducing my run, not allowing me to make a boundary, etc., etc. Okay? But most of us, we do this habitually. We complain about life and the challenges it brings and complain about everything, except we don't develop our skill and strength. These are meant to increase your strength. Those are not, yes, the bowler is throwing ball to make you out, but at the same time, the tough the bowler is, more skillfully will be when facing them. Okay? So that is the purpose of life. Everything is unknown. You don't know whatever the next ball will come. But with this pure attention and alertness, and bring your own strength in to play this game, to move forward. So the quality of fear, yes, it is fearful. Because unknown is a little bit fearful, but you need to change the quality of the fear. Rather than we are considering that fear as a danger, you have to go to the category of the fear as a challenge. When you go to the level of challenge, just the quality of fear you are feeling, you need to only change, from that, particularly from the danger or unsafe and all this category to the adventure or the challenge. So the unknown thing, like as I was explaining, that climbing a mountain, the unknown factors are there, a lot of risks are there, You can fall down. It can be maybe some animal will come, or maybe the deep forest. It is fearful, but it has to be, if you still move forward with the conviction, with the watchfulness, with that alertness, and with the skill, then those things will be the part of your adventure. It is unknown. Adventure cannot happen if it is everything is known. those are those are called bachcho ka khel. Bachcho ka khel means there is a less number of unknown things and very low intensity things will happen. Yeah? But in the high intensity things, take it as an adventure. Yeah. Like many, they take this adventure of the life in the highest level. They try with the life and death also. Huge, difficult adventure they take in. That many the sports is jumping from the cliff, or para jumping, or from the airplane and all. So there are a lot of risks are there, but those are called adventure, right? Not that why they go to die. Yeah, those people are fearful of death. They will never go and attempt those kind of adventures. Yeah, but those who do, they overcome many fears of their own, just by participating in this kind of games and the adventure sports. It can be whether it is a mountaineering, or it is para jumping, or this kind of thing. So they can overcome that. Yeah, it can be physical, as I said. It can be mental also. There can be some mental challenges that take up to overcome, and so that it become mentally very strong. Nothing can then deter them from those kind of things. So that equally there can be adventures in the mental arena as well. Okay. All right. So now let us go into the fear of unknown. Let us have this. So I already given that example of a cricket, or sometimes where the unknown, you think that what is happening in your life, it's things are falling apart. Maybe they are not falling apart, they are falling in place to build your future. Okay, so anything as I said, the changes are the main the catalyst for our own growth. So whatever we are thinking, something is going away, like a flood came and flushes out everything out, whatever in the land I'm saying, but that plants the seed from the new and very fertile harvest for the next time. Yeah. If something very old is no longer serving me, it is better that to be, to be taken out from my life, so that brings that possibility of building a new one. In sometime when we go through very tough time and all those things, maybe so many things are going wrong in our sense, then in fact in my life also happened those many times, and then I got an understanding that, to suppose I have a small land, say this is my life, and I need to build a big house, a big palace, and earlier I have a small house. So to build a new palace there, you need to then dig up that land and remove the foundation of your old house and to throw them out, so that in that land you go deeper and all those kind of things. You make a bigger house with that foundation. But do that first thing, you have to remove the old one, or that particular house may be having some beautiful garden. Now because you are building a big house, that garden has to go. Garden was beautiful, no doubt about it, but it has to go, so that the new foundation can come. And then as a part of that change, that then the old one has to grow, has to go. So you have to accept that. So that's what I was saying, that whatever you are thinking that is falling apart, that may be falling in for a better future and a stronger foundation for your future. So you have to accept it and go with the flow. Now let us see that solution part of it, and how to do, how to address this. See, as I mentioned earlier, our soul Our plan for the life is us to grow, face the challenges and then overcome it and then grow by experience, by experiential way. We experience things out of experience, we find the way out and then move forward from the next step and so on and ultimately climb the whole building. Yeah. See, this, so it is a nature of that our way to explore the unknown and move forward. Also, you understand that our soul knows everything, even the future. So, ultimately, it will be if you, and as I said, the fear of unknown, basically the product of our ego. So ego gives us all those injections into our mind to control us, that fear, doubt, and convince us not to do it. So if we can shift, I'm talking now the solution. Soul knows everything, but it is always in the witness mode. Soul never interferes into our life because of the free will contract. Unless until we ask categorically to intervene, it will not come and do anything. It will just witness mode. So if we shift from following our ego and facing all those things, fear of unknown, if we can shift it towards our soul consciousness and get connected with our soul consciousness, and then soul knows everything, including our future. So then soul, if we give them the established connection and run our life under the guidance of the soul, then our life will be as per soul's plan. Number of obstacles and failures will reduce because we are following the path what is designed already, or we're meant to do, meant to experience. Only thing, as I said, like a cricket, we have to increase our skill set and attentiveness, watchfulness, what is happening. That increase our awareness. When we focus on something, then through that focus, we connect to the consciousness level. This consciousness, the power of a consciousness flow through us if you give attention to something. But normally we do ignorantly, we are trying to try different method and we become fearful and all those things. And that gives us all those kind of things and the experiences that we don't like. Yeah. So, and a lot of failures happens. So if we can get into that way, so we can move forward. Some practical tips are there, like normally the fear that comes, it is our the belly in the navel level, that all fears are there. So we can heal our navel level, and we can heal that by self-healing our the navel area. That can reduce our fear. We can ground ourselves, like root chakra grounding, like earthing ourselves time to time, so that fear doesn't take over, like overwhelming. And there are a lot of methods and how to earth ourselves. I recommended many of you sometimes that you walk barefoot on the grass or on the sea beach, barefoot, for maybe 10-15 minutes. You will get grounded. All fears will magically disappear, because you are grounding yourself, the energy, not allowing that too much of mental activity to take over. And as it is a form of ego, then thought mind, if you reduce, then your fear will also reduce. And that meditation is exactly for that, to try to reduce your thought mind activity. Too much of thoughts you're reducing, and then meditation you are coming down. This coming down, and the less the mental activity, less you feel fearful, because the ego loses power to control you. The more and more thoughts are reduced, then your ego is not being able to control you, so that you see the truth as it is, not by what is prompted by your ego. You then develop a habit of looking at the things, the truth of the matter, not through the looking glass or colored glass of ego. It is bad, it is dangerous, it is unsafe. Those kind of things, you throw off those kind of colored glasses and see the truth and address it directly. So that is the way. And now in this So that is about when in this process through meditation we establish contact with our soul, and we get the guidance of our soul every moment. Then that fear disappears because we get guided. Soul knows everything. So even if you don't know the soul's knowledge, but if you get guidance of the next moment of the soul or your intuitive voice, soul communicates us through intuitive feeling, not thoughts. It's something you feel. It is soul's guidance. So if you trust yourself, normally we get fearful because we don't trust ourselves. Trust is the key. Trust the feeling. Some area, if you feel it is better not to go there, better not that way, this way, follow that. That is your soul's guidance. Anyway, so you trust yourself, and then you follow that, and then it will be, your walking the path will be much, much easier. And the last point is about the soul's mastery. So that is what point written, the spiritual mastery over fear to unknown. Now let me give you the spiritual aspects of this. Fear is spiritually, it is absence of love, pure love. In like absence of light is darkness, that's why the fear is absence of pure love. If you are having feeling fearful, then that means spiritually you lose the connection of your pure love. That aspect you are not loving. That's why the fear is entering. So if you, first key to do that, if you accept what it is without judgment, not analyze the good, bad, and all those kind of things, just accept, yes, this is my physical reality. If you accept it, half of the thing, the fear will run away. Now, if you remind yourself the truth, if you bring the truth in, the power of truth. What is the truth? Power of the truth. What is the truth? Truth is, we are spiritual being having human experience on earth. We are not human trying to be spiritual. Okay, we are the spiritual being. So that is our true identity. That's where we came from. It is just a temporary experience of participating in the drama of life. We are not those characters. We are something much, much bigger than that. So if we bring that power of our self into it, then in our life, then fear will automatically go. In the light of awareness, the darkness will go. And we get, it will be, what is the ultimate level? Ultimate level is you are fully connected with your higher self. Then what will happen is that your pure love will flow through you. No matter what comes in your life, you will not be fearful. You are full of love. You are expressing yourself as a pure love. You are prema sarupa. You are manifestation of the love. You are expressing yourself into that. No fear can come near it. You become the light. Then forget about addressing the darkness. You become a light. And how to do that? It is just a connection with the divinity in you. You are a spiritual being having human experience. So express yourself as a spiritual being. And ultimate mastery is the oneness with our Creator. And when that oneness happens, that then no fear can come in front of you. You're always connected. You are always protected. Protected is, again, there is a connotation that protecting from something. No, you are just experiencing yourself out of pure love, fully connected, oneness. There is nothing called the other. All are part of you, expressions of you. Whatever it comes in your life, you accept it is fine. Life is, directing me in that way. Let us experience that, and that is the spirit. So in that level, there is no good and bad. So there is nothing to fear because you are always connected. Whether you accept it, don't accept it, doesn't matter. You're always connected, always protected. Your soul knows everything. Only thing you have to bring that You have to operate from that consciousness. And it is a level of awareness that need to be increased. That's all. Everything is there, nothing to be imported from somewhere outside. It is, you can operate with full connection with your own divinity, your own creator, and that solves everything permanently. Once you are fully established, no fear of, there is nothing unknown, and even if there is unknown, as I explained earlier, so-called, you will take it as a challenge. You will say, let us try, it's adventure. So you will be, if you will be, your experience, life experience will change, adventure with a pure love and experience everything, and with the fully rooted into your divinity, with the creator, and your heart full of love. And that is the thing called enlightened living. Okay, that is a life of a bliss. It does not depend on anything outside you. It comes and goes. Something will come, something will go. It's all right. Okay. So with this, I will conclude my this learning session. So, and if you have any question, so please raise your hand when I see your name. Then you can ask the questions. Yeah. Okay, Manali, go ahead with
Yes,
your question.
Guruji, I just want to ask you regarding this Saman Mudra which we are facing in front of Naval. Does that help in reducing fear because we are doing that in Naval area?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, because we get fearful when our energy get disbalanced. Or means to stabilize that energy, do saman mudra. What we anyway, one of the five mudras are that external mudras. If you do the saman mudra in front of your navel and practice kriya, then it will balance it, and you will come out of the fear very quickly. Okay, it's a good question. Yeah, very good.
And Guruji, another question is that I don't have the option to walk barefoot in grass or
Mhm.
near seaside. So
Mm.
any other way I can do that besides
Yes.
walking barefoot?
If it is not a grass, it can be anywhere which is connected to the ground. Okay,
Okay,
means
in
it can be
cement ground.
pavement. Yeah, pavement, concreted ground is okay. And
Okay,
even if that is not there in your floor in your house, walk barefoot on the floor.
okay,
Clean floor, which is connected to the ground. It will do the work. If, or
okay.
you can go to the terrace if you have a terrace,
Yeah,
then walk there. Yeah, that is also okay, because now practically there are many cities and all, it will be very difficult to find out the piece of grass and all. But still I recommend, if you get chance, not every day, time to time, you can go to visit a park. And if you are not feeling comfortable doing it daytime, do it, walk in the evening when nobody is watching. Just go to a park bench, remove your shoes, and just walk in the lawn. I mean the park, barefoot. Find your way
and
out. But those are the way to ground it, and the fear will definitely get reduced, and it will go.
Guruji, I have got another problem is that while doing Kriya, all these five Kriyas, I keep on forgetting which round I am in. So mostly I keep on increasing the 7 rounds, like seven, eight. I feel like no, this is not six, this is five. So I keep on increasing the round. So is it? It is not okay, na? I mean, sometimes
Now,
I keep losing the counting.
okay.
So
Now let me explain it to you. First of all, there is no bad effect of doing more.
okay, okay,
Okay, I'm just telling you, there is no side effect or bad effect. So that is different issue. But I have a practical suggestion here. You are missing it because you're trying to remember which step I was.
yes,
Okay. So way we can do it, we utter that. Even if
okay.
nobody is listening, I utter it. Now fifth step, sixth
Hmm.
step, that will ring in your ear.
Okay.
What previous step I uttered. And another way is, if you don't want to do that, you record a session in your mobile audio and play
Yes.
the audio and follow your own voice
Yes.
audio.
I have your video on that asana. I can do that also. You have got a
You
full
can, what I'm
meditation.
saying is not only mine, because everybody has their own pace. When you're practicing alone, you have your own speed. Not
Yes.
necessarily exactly it will follow the speed in the group. Okay.
Okay.
You can record your own voice at your own
Okay.
speed. and play it and
Okay.
practice it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now round 5, you
Mm.
record, and one time you record it, and then you record. When you're recording, you may not be practicing truly, but
Yes.
at least you know the timing. And the
Mm.
next time you play it and then practice it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
God bless you. I think the link will be over soon. I will post another link, but we can still continue with the question answer. If it link falls, I will post another link for the second half or second hour into the group. Then please click the link and join the group. So if it is the link is over, okay. All right.
Guruji, I am to ask you one question, please.
Yeah, just one moment. Huh? I'll come to
Okay.
you. Let me allow people to join
Okay,
in.
okay,
Then I
okay.
will.
Okay.
All right. Um, Sonali, go ahead with your question.
Okay, Guruji, you already said that the fear of there are three things we feel fear of, mainly whatever. I'm talking about one thing that if a relationship, in a relationship, maybe two persons are not that happy, but they are continue because of the same thing that what will happen without the other one. But ultimately, if someone wants to leave, and that might hurt the other person. Maybe he or she is also unhappy, but she or she doesn't want to leave. But one is determined to leave the other one. And you all before said that don't do anything that hurts other. In that case, what happened?
Okay, so see, relationship. Of course, there is more than one people. Of course, because it is not relationship with your divinity; it is relation with other person.
Yeah,
So, in that, see, if it is say not working out because of any
yeah,
reason, it's not
yeah,
about fault finding and all those things. Yeah? So, if it
yeah.
is not a because what is happening is in this the growth of both the people are stuck. See, the
Maybe.
risk of this fear of unknown, as I mentioned earlier, the risk is that you are stuck in life
Yeah.
because you are not taking any chances or I mean progress forward and thing like that. Yeah.
What happened?
If you, I'm explaining you. Okay.
Uh,
So now in this case, if you feel that it is stuck, forget about right, wrong, and all those things. Yeah. So just you explain that to the other person in detail
hmm,
that this is the reason that you wanted to not to continue the relationship and all those things. If you silently run away, then you will mind karma. Okay.
yes.
Yeah, but if you explain and then you take that necessary action, then it is just a informed decisions, and then you can move. There is no point in something if you are stuck. So
Yes.
in the relationship, only your duty is to make it clear. You know,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, you make it clear, and then you take necessary steps, and don't try to drag on the things which is not working. Yeah, I'm not saying all the relation you will be quitting. I'm not saying that. Okay,
Okay.
I'm saying if they're not working, then just talk it out and make sure that other person also know your intention. There is no need to hurry, rush, or no need to run away or hiding things.
Yeah.
Make it
But
clear.
maybe it may, well, sorry, yeah, I'm interrupting, but the other person is maybe he or she is not at all willing to leave
No, then you
in
have
that
to take
case.
that action. That's what I'm saying. If it is that it is not, it is making you stuck, then you
Yeah.
explain that, and then you take necessary action. You're in. See, I'm not asking for. I'm not saying you have to ask for approval. I'm
Yeah.
saying you have to inform. you know Inform and make it pleasant. No need to go to nasty and start fighting of all those things. Yeah, make the things clear, and then you just inform that this is the reason that this is you are no longer continuing this relationship, and then you take it out.
But
If it
the other party is not ready to leave. In that case, what happens?
In that case, you have to take the call. You can still be stuck situation rest of your life, and you because you don't want to make the other person unhappy. It is your choice.
Okay.
Okay. But if you need to move on, then you have to make it clear. Okay, this is the intention without demonizing the person, other person. People normally do it the nasty way, try to find faults, and this is completely unnecessary. Yeah, do it in a mature way. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do it in a mature way, the full understanding and explaining that this is the things, so that is your decisions, and even though that person may not be willing or all this thing, that is the other person's problem, not yours.
Okay.
Okay, but if the name of making other person happy, if it is the stuck, or there is another way, which will be the most beautiful way, if you can sort it out, you know, like whatever the matters, which is the disagreement and everything, and you become sort it out, and then there is a reason to stay back into the relationship and continue. That's fine. Either relationship should mature, or you have to address it maturely and agree to disagree and quit honorably.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
Guruji.
but there is no point to stay and stuck situation, neither progressing and all those things. And this is exactly where the fear of unknown comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because you don't have to take chances that you don't know what will happen. So you have to take that chances, and then you have to move forward. Yeah. But do it in a well informed way and things so that you don't bind any karma.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
All
Pranam.
right. Okay. God bless you. Suman, I can see your hand raised. You have some question?
Mm, Pranam.
Pranam, Suman.
Uh, I had some questions related to this ground meditation which you had just told us.
Hmm.
So while doing puja, also we mostly take off our slippers,
Hmm.
shoes. So is it for ground meditation that we come in contact with the soil, with the mud, yeah, with earth?
Let me just clarify your this thing. You are talking why we remove shoes when going into the place of worship, like a temple, church, or
Yeah,
something.
something
That's what.
like that. Is it connected with that meditation also with earth?
There are two different things. One is the meditation. Yeah, one is the meditation. Three different things actually. One is meditation, one is grounding, and one is visiting places of worship. Okay. So
Yes.
I'm trying to give you answer in all these three categories. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever earlier I was discussing, it is about your own earthing of the energy, which is become fearful. You need to earth, otherwise, too much of it is disturbing you. So one of the technique is earthing your energy, because you need to synchronize your energy with Mother Earth, and that is the way we get connected physically by barefoot or sitting on the ground, lying on the ground, whatever way it is. Yeah, but we need to get direct contact with the ground or earth, and that's why we can allow that the vibration of the Mother Earth to come inside us through that, and that is called earthing. Okay, because it's a huge energy, Mother Earth, so we get connected. We are like the cell of the, we are part of the Mother Earth. Say if the Mother Earth is considered as a body, we are the cells of the body. Yeah. So then each cell, we are only way, if you get connected with the body's vibration come into the cell, and we get the part of the same vibration, and that is the way to earth ourselves. Okay. Now keep that aside. So now during meditation, we normally we don't want to get earthed, because our the particularly the kriya and other exercises we do, we need our kundalini energy to move up, like all the chakras get activated and our engine is moved up and not to down. Because if the kundalini energy goes down, earthing happens, then it will never go to the shastra, and our full kundalini awakening experience will never happen. Okay, this is the reason that it was, if we are practicing for the raising the vibration and kundalini awakening, etc., then we need to insulate ourselves from the ground. Earlier days, what is called the tiger skin and all those things, rishis and munis used to sit, and many other techniques, so just to isolate from the electrically isolate from the ground. And that is the way we have to the practice in these cases, that so that we don't get directly grounded during kriya, and if that we are meditating for raising the vibration and the kundalini awakening. Okay, that is the second part. Third part is about visiting something, visiting some places of worship or these things. So what happens is we remove because our shoes are all considered as a dirty. So we remove it outside, go into inside is one for that purpose, that's to so that we enter with full cleanliness of our body. Actually, it applies mental also. Mental cleanliness and physical cleanliness, like taking a bath, etc. And then we go inside. This time, what happens is in the places of worship, they are already vibrating at a very high level, because a lot of devotees and the prayers happens. There are a lot of rituals happens, and a lot of like a fire ceremony and all those kind of things happen. It raises the vibration of the place. And if you go barefoot, if you just simply stand or sit there, you invite that vibration in your body. That is the reason it is told you go barefoot. If you are going and meditating there, then you can sit on the ground and maybe Padmasana or something, you meditate. This purpose is to get that energy into your body. Like during earthing, you get Mother Earth energy into your body to stabilize. Here you are using it, that the Shakti Sthal, that area of the high energy places, those vibration to get into your body. You go barefoot and on the sit there or something, you get that same vibration. Okay, so this is the purpose of entering into the places of worship and all those things, to get into that vibration. If you visit some place, you just try that. I visited many, the temples, South Indian Shiva temples, or even the, Amritsar, that, what is called,
Gurudwara.
Gurudwara, the main one, what is called Golden Temple,
Golden
etc.
Temple.
Golden Temple.
Harmandir Sahib, Guruji, Harmandir Sahib.
Vibration. Yeah. So high vibration, no? If you sit there, you feel like it's an earthquake is happening. Okay, it is for only for if you clean yourself, like you are walking the spiritual path, you can feel that. You can feel like a heavy vibration, like an earthquake, and you can actually feel that. So anyway, so what I am saying is the purpose of that is completely different. So these three areas. So what are the things you are practicing? Accordingly, you can choose what to do in that particular area. Okay.
So, should we take off our shoes in the car and go barefoot to the temple? Yeah, we should take off our shoes just on the main gate of the temple, sir.
That's up to you. But the vibration happens inside the temple where people pray.
Okay.
Where people pray, the puja happens. If people are praying on the open field also, you also get high vibration there. So where to leave it, it's up to you. So,
And second one, which you had to mention just now, sir, isolated, that for enlightenment. Can you please elaborate on something more about it?
sorry, say it again. What is
About that Kundalini awakening, you told me to isolate
That's
from the.
that is a big process that we will slowly learn it. Kundalini energy, and I'm just giving you in a brief. What happens is our spiritual energy is being like a capsule. It is in the dormant form. It is in our root chakra. Okay. So through the spiritual practices, we have to energize them. First, you open the chakra, activate all the chakras. Then during the meditation, Kundalini energy rises on its own. When it crosses all the 7 chakras, then the permanent connection with the higher dimension is established. But it has to pass through all these chakras. It to raise the Kundalini happens. So this is a big process, and that is the purpose of our this whole spiritual practices what we do.
So it means that right now we can sit down on the ground without keeping anything, sir? Any mat or
what you are
any
trying
other clothes?
what you are trying to do
Uh,
means, what is the purpose? You are practicing Kriya, or you are meditating, you want to earth yourself, or what is the purpose? Accordingly, that the answer will be.
okay.
The 3 category I explained to you. Which category you want to do experience?
For chakra balancing?
For chakra balancing, you do Kriya, you insulate yourself from the ground.
Insulate means I should keep some cloth or some mat in between.
Yeah, you can put a mat, or you can, or you wear some rubber chappals, or if you are sitting on the ground, put some kind of asana or something like that. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, not direct to the earth.
No, if you are doing Kriya and working from Kundalini awakening. You want to
Then,
experience Kundalini,
when
then
should
it is not.
we sit on the ground directly?
If you wanted to have the vibration of the ground to come into your body, which is Shakti Sthal,
So it will energize my body.
yes,
For that, I can do it.
yeah, by induction, same vibration will come inside your body cells actually.
So, do we get healed also from that energy?
Oh, yes.
Wow. So, disease will also all remove from my body then?
It means that is how much is the requirement of that to heal, it is different question, but it will lead you towards healing. Means it will move towards the healing, yes.
Thank you very much. And there was one more last question, that for fear, which you were mentioning just now, so can we do gratitude more to make our fear disappear?
Oh, yes, that is the last point which you connected with the divinity, and that is it's a good point. Gratitude is the way. Gratitude invites grace. Okay, if you are grateful, rather than say complaining about life, you are grateful of whatever we have in your life, the grace comes very quickly. Okay,
Okay.
and that
Thank you,
is the
sir.
way we have to move forward in the life, with the attitude of gratitude. Okay.
Attitude of gratitude.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Pranam Guruji.
Okay. Now, okay, I say Vikas first. Indranil, I'll come to you. Just a minute. Vikas, go ahead with.
Yeah, it's a small question in
Mm,
continuation with what Suman ji was asking. When
mm,
we do stomach breathing,
mhm.
at that time, do we have to insulate ourselves or we can touch the ground and do that?
During stomach breathing, say it again once
Stomach
more.
breathing, that
Mhm.
3:2 and all that, what we do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. During that time, we have to insulate because I do it standing.
Yeah, no,
So,
no, 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 no need. No need. You can do standing on the ground also, because the earthing can also happen at the same time.
ah, okay, that's what I
Okay,
want.
because insulation. I'm saying only when during the kriya we only want that kundali energy not to be grounded.
Okay, yeah,
It
okay,
has to go up. So for that you know to do that. Otherwise that energy will also grounded. But when we do 108 stomach breathing, that is to raise our cellular vibrancy.
yeah,
So that is not the kundalini awakening exercise.
yeah, correct.
Okay, so we can just do stand on the barefoot on the ground and we can do it, no issues. Okay,
Thank you,
all right.
thank you.
God bless you. Indranilla, go ahead.
Yeah. See, my question is related to the situation you gave on cricket. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it's a hypothetical question.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the cricket field as a sort of a ground, not a battleground, a ground. Now, there, your aim is to not get out. Okay. And
Yeah.
everybody is aiming to get you out. Okay. But somewhere, it's like a dharam sankat, that you feel that I should now, you're not feeling well, or an inner voice is telling you that it is just quit it now. So
Mm-hmm.
then, how to handle that?
No, that is your choice. You can declare at any time, no matter what the reason is. You are the master. I'm saying the level of mastery means you can declare at any time. It is you choose, not the situation, not the bowlers and fielders, and get fearful and quit. So that is the point. You can quit at after 10 runs, you can quit, no issues.
Okay,
You
so
can declare it, but still it is your choice. You are the running the show, not the show is running you.
okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. God bless you. Okay, any further question, Monali? Yeah, go ahead. Unmute yourself. Unmute.
Yes, Guruji. Sorry.
Mm.
You just said that you felt like earthquake like vibration in Golden Temple, and because people generally at mandir and all that people pray to Lord. But what I say, I don't know, but in hospitals people pray a lot more than in mandir. I
Hmm.
have experienced that. But the
Yeah.
vibration in hospitals, why it is so negative, and but people are praying a lot than
There are
in
fundamental,
mandir.
understood. There are fundamental difference between the prayer in the hospitals and the prayer in the temples. Okay, temples or places of worship and things like that. Fundamental difference is in the hospital, the prayer is get me out of this problem. Okay, the problem part is there. Okay, and in the temple and the places of worship, they said they wanted to uplift and seek the blessings of the divine. Okay, their vibration is completely different. Yes, high vibration in the hospitals, but not the quality of the vibration is to some extent out of fear, so that nothing bad should happen and no further deterioration should happen, and how quickly I can come out of this problem, health issues. Those are the type of prayers. Yeah. So that's why we'll not recommend to absorb the vibration of the hospitals and the things, even though the prayers are more, but the quality is still completely different. All right.
Thank you, Guruji.
Okay. God bless you. Aditi.
Rajdeep, I would like to understand from you. Say, every human being has his or her soul's plan. Okay,
Mhm.
so if someone moves forward according to soul's plan, say, in that case, that person will face less struggle or less difficulty in life. As my,
Yes.
if my understanding is okay.
Yeah, that is correct. It is like just normally give an example of a flowing river. All the your current status is as per your soul's plan. You are at the place where you need to be. The people in your life, those are also as per the soul's plan. Your type of the things, challenges you are facing, those are all as per the soul's plan. Okay, they came,
Yeah.
but how you react to them, it is yours. Okay,
Okay.
because it is having a free will, and if you just follow the guidance of the inner call and go with the flow, it is like flowing a river.
Right.
You are just following a river. So if in the river you just simply float yourself, the river will take you wherever you need to go. The flow is going there anyway. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But that is called soul's plan, life
Right.
plan for that. So you need to just float and just make you should not, drawn into it. That's all. You need to take care.
Okay.
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 It will take you and all the experiences of that you will have. But
Mm-hmm.
if you want to detour, particularly if you go against that plan, then you have
Right.
to do a lot of struggle. You have to lose a lot of energy to swim upstream.
Mm-hmm.
You will not progress because the flow is on the other side, and
Mm-hmm.
you will have a lot of struggle. And the end of it, you will give up, and again you have to go with the flow finally.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that's how normally our the life situations are. You try to
Mm-hmm.
experiment because we have a free will, we have ego. Ego takes us to somewhere else, but is not in our soul's plan. Then we landed up into that. Okay,
Okay.
so better
Thank you.
you
Thank you.
minimum energy will be used if you follow the soul's plan, because that's what you come to experience. You have to experience that anyway. Whether you go detour, also ultimately you have to come back and continue that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. God bless you. Yes, Sonali, go ahead.
So, Guruji, I want to ask you one thing. Maybe my source plan is that I will kill somebody.
Kill somebody.
Yes.
Very dangerous plan, but it is possible. Yeah.
But I'm because I have to go to jail, whatever, maybe. But
Yeah.
in my free will, if I do that,
Hmm.
then what is my fault?
First of all, how do you know it is soul's plan?
Now you already said that whatever we do, it is our soul. It is in our soul's plan.
Yeah, but I also said that no harm to anything and anyone. So you are talking about a point where to harm someone, no?
Yes.
Normally these are not in your soul's plan to kill someone. And I'm just explaining you how it works. If there is any, you need not to do anything in your free will. How? That person you are driving, that person will come in front of your car, he will make an accident and die. You don't have any intention to kill that person, but person will still die in your hand. If it is soul's plan, you need not to actually kill that person with some, poison or shooting or something.
Yeah. But maybe that I have to go to jail. It is in my soul's plan. There has
No,
to be
no,
some reason for that.
no. If you have the plan to go to jail, you will do all these things and will go to jail. I'm not talking about that.
But
Okay.
that is why I am asking you, Guruji.
That
Then why my soul will have this type
well,
of things?
listen. Yeah, there are two things in goes in parallel. Okay,
Yeah.
one is your soul's plan that you don't have any control that has to happen. Another is your karma. The one you are telling that you need to go to jail, that is your prarabdha karma, not soul's
Okay.
plan.
Okay.
Those runs in parallel. Any given point of time, our soul's plan and our karmic account run in parallel. That you are saying that you have to go to jail, that is because of your karma, not soul's plan. Prarabdha karma, they get downloaded and affect your intellect, and then you do all this crime, and then you finally go to jail. That is your karma, not the soul's plan.
But that too happened in that lifetime because of my soul's plan.
No, not necessarily. That is your free will. You might have done some karma.
But everybody says that without God's will, not a single leaf, you know, turn, I mean, float or something like that.
Also, there is some free will. God doesn't interfere. You have a full free will. Thoughts, words, and actions.
Okay.
Universe runs. Sun rises at God's will, which you don't have any control. But under your control, you have a free will. If it comes under the territory of your free will, even the God cannot do anything. Yeah, it will take appropriate action to neutralize it. That's the difference. That's a karma.
Okay.
Okay, we are not robots. We have the full free will. Understand that. Parallelly, all the time, our soul's plan and our karma runs in parallel. So you have to see which one is running. Our goal is to reduce the karmic account to zero. That was the earlier session also there. Reduce the karmic part is zero so that you are purely experience your soul plan and finish your life and liberate yourself.
But in practical life, Guruji, in our professional life, we are doing so many bad things, and that is creating karmas.
Yeah, yes. So that's why awareness is needed. You you consciously you don't do.
Yeah,
Consciously you don't harm anyone. Hmm. But at the same time, if this under the situation you have to take some action, yeah, then you will
yeah,
not bind karma. Like the judges which they give the death penalty to the prisoners, the some murderers and all those things. Judges, they don't bind karma because they are doing their duty. So if you are on the while executing your duty, you have to do some so-called bad things, you will not bind karma because you are doing part of your duty. But make sure that you are doing part of your duty. Your personal thing is not involved here. Okay, we are not here to punish anyone.
yeah.
Okay,
That
in the
means,
name of
Guruji, jo soldiers are killing so many other soldiers in the world. The war is happening
yeah,
and all that. They are not binding karmas.
because they are doing their duty.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So only thing the awareness takes it. It is a very fine line. So, in the where it shall apply. If your personal vendetta comes into while executing your duty, you bind karma. Same thing. We are completely detached of your what is the outcome and all those things. You are just executing your duty, no matter how unpleasant that is. It will not bind karma. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji. Pranam.
Okay. Pranam. All right. So if there is no further question, then we'll go into our Kriya and meditation. Let's sit straight.